I think it's very important right now to try to have some perspective. The sky's not falling. We are, uh, as bad as I feel right now, we're in fourth place with the chance to finish higher. Um, with clearly some inexperienced players that are getting experience all the time. I hate to keep going back to that, but we made some plays last night that I think a year from now Bernicia Pinkett will make a better play. I think a year from now Castine Evans will make a better play. So all said and done, at the end of the day, we have a great opportunity at Vanderbilt, and we just need to try to focus on what we need to do and not why last night happened.
How hard is that for you to do as a coach, to separate your emotion from what happened last night?
It's hard, John, because I'm such an emotional coach, and I care so much about them, and I care so much about Kentucky, and all that stuff gets to going in my mind, and that's hard for me to detach. But that's where I preach to them all the time, discipline. That's where I have to have some discipline, and I have to, and it's hard though, man. It's hard sitting up at that scouting table right now going through that film, and you're just trying to say, why in the world are we doing this? Why are we not playing up to our capability? And so that's probably not going to get figured out before Sunday, and I'm wasting time, the time I spend on that. So again, trying to get into what do we need to do. I think there's some things we can show them in the Georgia game. You should have done this, and for the Vandy prep, this is what you need to do. We played great against Vanderbilt. There's no doubt we can beat Vanderbilt. They've already done it. And so it's not a question of do we have the talent or whatever. I think it's our mindset. We need to try to get that as good as we can have it going to Nashville.
I know every coach wants their team to be playing their best basketball at the end of the year, but sometimes do teams hit a little bit of a wall at the end of the year right before the tournament? They know they're coming down the end of the regular season, but they still got that tournament in front of them, and would that be any factor at all?
Well, as I continue in this profession, you continue to learn, and it's not, coaches are just so famous for cliches, and there's all these unwritten and written rules, and you don't give in to fatigue, and you don't do all these things, and we've just gotten to a point where it's almost like we think it's a video game, and you're just putting them out there, and you just press the right button. And the reality is this: we took on a great opportunity to get that Duke game early. That cost us a bye in the SEC season. Whether anybody wants to understand that or not, we've played on that Tuesday, that next Thursday, Sunday, the rest of the year. So when you have a team full of kids, you're counting so much on Vic and Nadia. You're counting so much on the young kids. Of course, at some point it's going to start to wear them down. Our job to try to keep them encouraged, but if we can just stay up here and get through this regular season, win a couple more games, I think we're clearly an NCAA tournament team. We have a great benefit of after that tournament maybe getting a little time to refresh and get it going. So just to answer your question, it's definitely possible that right now we're a little down and we're a little mentally and emotionally fatigued. And so they're not going to cancel these last 3 games for us, so we got to work our way through it. But I think I'd be pretty out of reality if I don't recognize that that's a possibility.